Well, thank you for joining us for our weekend recap. This weekend we talked about what if I embraced diversity? And really, it all boils down to human beings living with two different kinds of wills. We have an impulsive will and we have a reflective will. And so many times, as you know, you and I, we sort of shoot from the hip. We respond and say things and do things that are not thought through. And this weekend we talked about what would happen if we lived our lives with our reflective will, that we practiced, building our reflective will. And really that's what, diversity is all about, is thinking about others. It really is about the golden rule, to do unto others what you would have them do unto you. And so I want to give you just 3 ideas real quick on how you can embrace diversity. The first one is, would you pay attention to how many times throughout your day that you respond with your impulsive will versus your reflective will? Responding with our impulsive will can get us into a lot of trouble. But what if this was a year that we paused before we responded and we just said things like, I'm going to ask God for wisdom. I'm going to go to God's word for wisdom before I respond. Keep an eye on how you respond or how often you respond with your reflective will versus your impulsive will. Here's the second thing. If you really want to be a person of diversity, why don't you push into differentness this year and not run away from it? So when you're in a social setting and someone has a heavy accent, so many times we say, oh man, different accent, probably can't get on the same page with that person, run away. But instead, why don't you push into it this year? Ask them, you have a beautiful accent. Where are you from? And so many times it will lead to a bridge-building conversation that will melt down those walls that divide us so many times. Here's the last thing. This year, would you practice the golden rule? Jesus simply said, do unto others what you would like them to do unto you. And what if this year we look for people, we were curious about where they've come from or what their experiences were, and ask them about them and build relationships with people? What if we treated other people the way we wanted to be treated? I know how I want to be treated. I want to be treated courteously and kindly and with dignity. So I want to treat other people the same way. I want to be treated as someone who's a prized child of God. So I need to treat other people who are different than me as a prized child of God. At some point in our life, we all have to decide which side of the line we're going to be on. Are we going to do life Jesus' way and do unto others as we would like them to do unto us? Or are we going to do it our way and practice hate and bigotry and those kinds of things? Do it Jesus' way. And He promises He will pour favor out upon your life and your life will go well for you. God bless you all. Thank you for joining us this weekend. Let's keep practicing these truths and growing in our walk with Jesus Christ. Be blessed.